You are in control of how much you can charge your customer per click, if priced right. You can win big with pay-per-view. We also offer on-demand, which can be another way to profit from your event.
So, what are you waiting for? Call us at the number below or email us at flexfm@gmail.com and let us help you reach a broader audience globally.
Flexx TV would like to thank you for your continued support. It is greatly appreciated. Flexx TV, your #1 television station.
Attention business owners, are you ready to maximize your tax deductions and take full advantage of every credit available to you?
Look no further than BMG Tax and Accounting Services, your trusted partner in Tamarack, Florida. With over 35 years of expertise, Nigel Blair is here to handle all your business needs. From bookkeeping to tax preparation, we provide the personalized care and attention your business deserves.
Don't let opportunities slip away. Contact BMG Tax and Accounting Services today. Call 954-289-6005. That's 954-289-6005. BMG Tax and Accounting Services, experience you can trust, results you can count on.
Flexx TV presents a message from Peter Tosh. I'm on my way to happiness, where I can find some peace and rest. Thank you for your contribution to reggae music.
The content of this talk show is the property of Flexx TV and its affiliates. All rights reserved. Reproduction, distribution, or transmission of any part of this show in any form or by any means, including photocopying, recording, or other electronic or mechanical methods, without the prior written permission of the owner, is strictly prohibited. For permission requests, please contact Flexx TV at flexfm@gmail.com. That's flexfm@gmail.com.
Hi, I'm Ashley Flexx, and you're watching Flexx TV. Stay tuned for our next program.
Hey, welcome to Reflections with Clinton Lindsay right here on Flexx Radio FM. We are here every Wednesday from 3 until 4. I'm thinking 3 until 6, but that's radio. That's not, I wouldn't be on TV for 3 hours. But welcome. And before we get into today's topics, we're going to take a quick break, and we have no guest today, so it's a lot of, subjects to cover. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back to Reflections with Clinton Lindsay on Flexx Radio TV, and we are here Wednesdays from 3 until 4. We'll be right back.
Come make me tell you about the things them way I want, sir. Back in the days when the dancehall used to warm, sir. When Clinton Lindsay used to bust them, make them go on, sir. Whole heap of artists Clinton bring come up America. Some never know say Clint and Lindsay a promoter. Bring up the biggest set of artists from Jamaica. Like Super Cat and Mr. Early be the doctor. Only for artists, no for them me can't remember. Who can remember when them used to keep Jamaica? The kind of show that used to give out no for water. To reggae artists round the world and from Jamaica. New York City where him.
The 42nd Irama Awards is back and better than ever. Sunday, March 30th, 2025 at the Coral Springs Center for the Arts, 2855 Coral Springs, Florida. Don't worry if you can't be there, you can watch it on pay-per-view. Just log on to www.careofflexx.com. It's going to be epic.
Welcome back to Reflections with Clinton Lindsay right here on Flexx Radio TV, and we are here every Wednesday from 3 until 4. Now, late yesterday, I got someone sent me something. You know, I'm always getting stuff to I guess post on my blog, and even though I knew it was just about to happen, when I got the news yesterday, it did happen. And I tell you, this man didn't waste no time. We're talking about Bounty Killer. Congratulations to Bounty Killer. Now, I was on that cruise a couple of weeks ago, the Love and Harmony cruise. And Bounty was on the show. When we stopped in the Cayman Island, that's where Bounty and who else came on? A couple more artists that I guess that's the best place for them to come on. Beanie Man came on also, and Sanchez came on the cruise out in the Cayman Islands. I know Sanchez doesn't have a visa for the U.S. and at the time Bounty didn't have it, but Bounty's manager, Banky, Mr. Paul Barkley, he and I go way back, long before he started managing Bounty Killer. He was, as a matter of fact, Lost, that group with Thriller U and Tony Curtis and Singing Melody. When they first formed, tell you who, there was Rick Rock that did a song with Shaggy. He was there before, what's the other? You have Tony Curtis, you have Singing Melody, Thriller U, and what's the other guy, TC?
Singing Melody, Tony Curtis,
Mm-hmm.
Lucky D, and Thriller U.
Lucky D. Lucky D was not one of the original. Oh, thank you, TC. Lucky D was not one of the original members. Did you know that? It was Rick Rock who did that big song with Shaggy. It was me. At the time, Lucky D was managed by Joe Donovish, who is now running Jamaican entertainment scene with some fest and all these things that he's doing down there. And I remember when Joe came to my office in Queens, and he was telling me, I know I'm drifting a bit, but I have to set the story up. He was telling me his intention. He came to New York, wanted to talk to people in the industry, because in California, where he's from, they told him, you know, you plan to go to Jamaica to do this and do that, you need to talk to people that know what it's like. So he called and made an appointment, and he came to my office. One of the first thing he was doing was to manage Lucky D. And once so Bounty Killer's manager, Banky, he called me, say, this group, and he beg me if I can give them something at the Tamika Reggae Awards. I'm like, Banky, nobody knows them. They knew. This is not a talent show, brethren. They said, yo, Mr. Lindsay, if you put them on, man, I'm sure people gonna enjoy them. And like I said, Banky and I, our relationship go way back in the Spanish Town days. I said, hey, Banky, all right, yeah. I'll do it, but it shouldn't cost me anything. Because, you know, it's not like, say, you know, you're talking the Mighty Diamonds and all of that. This is a young group, has no name and looking at break. So if you bring them up to New York on your own, then I'll give them the opportunity to open for the Tamika. Because that's my reputation, I guess, giving opportunities. So he said, okay, no problem. And at the time, the commercials were already running on radio and so on. So they didn't get, I didn't think I should have stopped that commercial, make new ones, because it's like the week of the Tamika. I'm saying, okay, Banky, you let them come. You fly them in and I'll put them on the show. And at the time, as I said, it was Rick Rock, Singing Melody, Tony Curtis, and Thriller U. I tell you guys, so the time came. These guys went on, they opened the show. Yeah, after the introduction and so on. The first act, they were in full white, all four of them in full white. And they were introduced, ladies and gentlemen, Lust. I think the reception was, people are polite, you know, especially mature, our audience, mature people. Okay, Lust, who's that? Who is Lust? And they came on and they did this song. I think Beanie Man, what's his name? Beanie Man did the DJ part of it. But when they came on, I don't remember the song, but it's one of their famous songs. And when they came on, and people see the coordination of these young guys, even when they finish, you know, I mean, they were just singing, just like you see them today. They would just sing, and they were well received. Yeah, well received. So the first time they ever show up in New York was at the Tamika Reggae Awards, and I would think that was 1997, 98, somewhere around there. So Bounty Killer's manager, Banky, from those days until now, you know, we have a relationship going. So when I saw him at on the cruise, we were talking, and I knew something was up because I've heard it through the grapevine that Bounties, they're working on Bounties. Because Beanie had his, I think Beanie just got his the week before. Vibes Cartel got his, Buju Banton got his. So I said, Banky, talk to me. What's up? What's happening with Bounty? Well, Mr. Lindsay, you know me can't tell you. I'm a journalist, I'm a critic. If you can't tell me, most likely it's true. Most likely. When Banky said to me, well, Mr. Lindsay, you know me can't tell you nothing, no, you know me can't. So I came to the conclusion that, yes, Bounty, just about to get it. He might not have had it then, at the time, and that was March 5th to the 8th was the cruise, the Love and Harmony cruise. So it was in the process. So I got the message yesterday. I got a piece, bulletin yesterday. Bounty is on his way to the US. And I'm like, what? So I made a few calls to Jamaica, and they said, yeah, the governor, poor people governor, Mr. Fed Up himself, he's on his way. And within maybe 20 minutes, I got another picture of Bounty in the jet, the private jet, of course, and that was it. That was the breaking story from about 4 o'clock yesterday. And Bounty came up, and after that, subsequently, we see more pictures and videos of Bounty Killer coming through the airport, being searched, and he was just so happy. So congratulations to Bounty Killer, who has now gotten it 15 years. He hasn't been in the USA in 15 years. So you know money I'll make. That's all I can tell you. Money I go make. 15 years? Now, while that was going on, I got another message from, I won't identify the person. As a matter of fact, there were about 3 of them. And the question being asked of me, which I can't answer, but looking back at it, I'm like, all of these guys that weren't able to come to America, when they finally got back their work permits, they come to Miami and they ended up at the DJ Khalib place. Why is that? And I'm like, what do you mean, why is that? See, you don't know this. When Buju come in a film plane and I'm saying, hey, Beanie came into Miami. Vibes Cartel came into Miami. I know Bounty Killer coming into Miami. And I'm like, I never really noticed, but now that you mention it, and the question to me now, just like them, DJ Khalib, I'm pronouncing his name right? Khalid. What is his connection with all these artists? Why do they come? You look at a Buju Banton, New York a film second home from Jamaica, but he came into Miami. Beanie Bounty, their first trip to America from day one was New York. And they didn't go to New York. They came straight to Miami. So, inquiring minds want to know why that is so. I don't know. But it's a bit peculiar that all 4 of them came to Miami and how many of them ended up at his place and the big up and so on and so on. So I would think there's some sort of involvement with Khalib because of, I don't know, maybe the sponsor of them, because to get these kind of visas at this time, you have to have some money. You don't go through the regular channel, like, you get somebody to file for you and so on. That will take forever. So, and then they'll have to get waivers because of why they were barred from the US in the first place. You gotta get a waiver for that to get rid of that and then apply. I kind of know a little something about that. So, I don't know. If anybody knows, I would love to know what's the reason what's this guy's involvement with all these artists. But congratulations to Bounty Killer. Now, my guess is this. Best of the Best so far has Barry Salmon and Buju Banton scheduled. And they are saying, we know that more artists will be added. Huh? Now, Beanie has his, Bounty Killer has his, Vibes Cartel has his. You think it's possible that you could see all these 5 superstars on one bill? Best of the Best? Think about it. We already know Buju and Barris. This is the first time they're going to perform together in Florida. I've seen them many a times all over the place. But this is the first time they're going to be on the same stage in Miami. Beanie has his work permit. Vibes Cartel has his work permit. And no Bounty Killer. So is it possible Bounty, Beanie, and Vibes Cartel could be part of the more artists to be added agenda that you hear Jabba talks about all the time? Something to watch. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised because that park can hold 20,000 people. I know that Vibes Cartel is going to be performing in New York April 11, 12, somewhere around there at the that center in Brooklyn, the Barclays Center. And the first night is already sold out. Vibes Cartel. The first night is already sold out. I'm giving you a little. I'm letting the puss out of the bag, the cat out the bag. But if you try to buy tickets right now for the first night, Vibes Cartel at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, you won't get the first night. And I'm told that the second night is 3/4 sold out. 3/4 of it, and once the second night is sold out, they're gonna make a big announcement. So if you're listening to me right now, you're seeing me, you want to go to that Vibes Cartel show at Barclays Center, you go get your tickets right now. Because, you know, a lot of people, like, out of curiosity, people who would have gone to see him in Jamaica, but maybe the travel document not too together, this is the opportunity in New York to see him. And what better place for him to be in Florida than at Best of the Best? Think about it. Sometimes you gotta think like a promoter. You know, you think about what better place. Do they want to take him by himself somewhere? No, I don't think so. But if he has a cast of Berry Salmon, Buju Banton, Beanie Man, Bounty Killer, just imagine if they are selling tickets for $300, that it's gonna be sold out. Because these are the 5 names right now that's in the spotlight where Jamaican music is concerned. So that is something, and I tell you, when you hear the ads of the added artists, you gotta remember where you heard it first. Right here on Reflections. But, you know, again, congratulations to Bounty Killer. And I'm curious to know where its first concert gonna be. Best of the Best is the Memorial Day weekend. That's the end of May. And I'm sure it's gonna work before that. Not in Florida, I don't think. If he's gonna be on Best of the Best, they're not gonna have him work nowhere in Florida. Not even Tampa, 400 miles away. Not even Tampa is gonna work. It's first, if he's gonna be on Best of the Best, it's gonna be in Miami. But I suspect that he's gonna do New York before, because like I said, there a lot of money spent to get him here, and these investors not gonna wait and wait and wait. So I suspect that his first date, his first performance will be somewhere in New York. Could be the UBS Arena, it could be St. Barclays, could be Madison Square Garden. Because there are places that can hold the crowd that's gonna come out to see Bounty Killer. So stay tuned for that. And you can't say me never did tell you. All right, we're gonna take another break. When we come back, subject number 2. Keep it locked right here on Reflections with Clinton and Lindsay and Flexx Radio TV every Wednesday from 3 until 4. We'll be right back.
Come make me tell you about the things them way I want, sir. Back in the days when the dancehall used to warm, sir. When Clinton Lindsay used to bust them, make them go on, sir. Whole heap of artists Clinton bring come up America. Some never know say Clinton Lindsay a promoter. Bring up the biggest set of artists from Jamaica. Like Super Cat and Mr. Early be the doctor. Whole heap of artists over them me can't remember. Who can remember when them used to keep Jamaica? The kind of show that used to give out no for water to reggae artists round the world and from Jamaica.
Save the date! The 42nd Irama Awards is back and better than ever. Sunday, March 30th, 2025 at the Coral Springs Center for the Arts, 2855 Coral Springs, Florida. Don't worry if you can't be there, you can watch it on pay-per-view. Just log on to www.careofflexx.com. It's going to be epic. Save the date! The 42nd Irama Awards is back and better than ever. Sunday, March 30th, 2025 at the Coral Springs Center for the Arts, 2855 Coral Springs, Florida. Don't worry if you can't be there, you can watch it on pay-per-view. Just log on to www.careofflexx.com. It's going to be epic. Save the date! The 42nd Irama Awards is back and better than ever. Sunday, March 30th, 2025 at the Coral Springs Center for the Arts, 2855 Coral Springs, Florida. Don't worry if you can't be there, you can watch it on pay-per-view. Just log on to www.careofflexx.com. It's going to be epic.
The content of this talk show is the property of Flexx TV and its affiliates. All rights reserved. Reproduction, distribution, or transmission of any part of this show in any form or by any means, including photocopying, recording, or other electronic or mechanical methods, without the prior written permission of the owner, is strictly prohibited. For permission requests, please contact Flexx TV at flexfm@gmail.com. That's flexfm@gmail.com.
Come make me tell you about the things them way I want, sir. Back in the days when the dancehall used to warm, sir. When Clinton Lindsay used to bust them, make them go on, sir. Whole heap of artists Clinton bring come up America. Some never know say Clinton Lindsay a promoter. Bring up the biggest set of artists from Jamaica. Like Super Cat and Mr. Early be the doctor. Whole heap of artists, nobody me can remember. Who can remember when them used to keep Jamaica? The kind of show that used to give out no for water. To reggae artists round the world and from Jamaica. New York City where him. Come make me tell you about the things them way I want, sir. Back in the days when the dancehall used to warm, sir. When Clinton Lindsay used to bust them, make them go on, sir. Whole heap of artists Clinton bring come up America. Some never know say Clinton Lindsay a promoter. Bring up the biggest set of artists from Jamaica. Like Super Cat and Mr. Early be the doctor. Whole heap of artists, nobody me can remember. Who can remember when them used to keep Jamaica? The kind of show that used to give out no for water. To reggae artists round the world and from Jamaica. New York City where him. Come make.
I'm TC Flexx from Flexx TV, and I'm here to let you know of our live streaming services that you can use to enhance your business or special event, such as wedding, bar mitzvah, funeral, repast, live concert, sporting event, pay-per-view event, a divorce party, you name it, we can stream it. Call us now at 954-289-6005 or 954-729-2082 and access how we can transform your dream into reality.
Attention business owners, are you ready to maximize your tax deductions and take full advantage of every credit available to you?
Look no further than BMG Tax and Accounting Services, your trusted partner in Tamarack, Florida. With over 35 years of expertise, Nigel Blair is here to handle all your business needs. From bookkeeping to tax preparation, we provide the personalized care and attention your business deserves.
Don't let opportunities slip away. Contact BMG Tax and Accounting Services today. Call 954-289-6005. That's 954-289-6005. BMG Tax and Accounting Services, experience you can trust, results you can count on.
Flexx TV celebrates Reggae Month with a message from Damian Marley. A lot of people become unattractive once you find out how they think. Flexx TV salutes Damian Marley for his contribution to reggae music.
Hear the children crying. Hear the children crying. Saying thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel.
Hi, I'm Ashley Flexx, and you're watching Flexx TV. Stay tuned for our next program.
Okay. Welcome back to Reflections with Clinton Lindsay. And before I go any further, I have a special hello going up to Yonkers, New York. Short George Ricketts. Short George, being my friend and my business associate from 1982. Yeah, late 82. So Short George, enough respect to you. Okay, I'm going to take you back to 1991. Something happened on the chart this week on the Foundation Radio Network chart that I've been doing since 1975. Something happened this week that hasn't happened since 1991. A song it happened 1991. A song by Tiger. It's called When. I hear it. Hear that little 34 years ago with this song When. It entered the chart 1 week at number 6. And then the following week it went number 1. It took only 2 weeks for When to go to number 1. And that last time it happened previously, because the chart been around for 40 odd years. But the last time it happened, where a song took 2 weeks to go number 1, was 1991. 34 years ago. Until this week. Until this week. There's a song that entered the chart last week at number 20. As rare as it is, it's not the first time. Not the second or third or fourth time. But the last time was 1991, 34 years ago. This song is getting massive airplay around the world. Especially here in America. It's by Shaggy and Sting. The song is called Till a Morning. I think we have some pictures or something there. Yeah, there you go. Shaggy and Sting. It took only 2 weeks. Only 2 weeks to go to number 1. Entered last week at number 20. And from 20 to number 1. Congratulations. And I tell you, there's a certain relationship between these two. Because if you know the history, you know that Sting started out in a British reggae band called The Police. They did a lot of crossover, but they played the meanest reggae for a punk pop band at the time. They did a song called Bed's Too Big Without You. Bed's Too Big Without You. That was a massive hit. So they really not strangers to, like all the British acts over there. All of them. Rod Stewart, all of them. Beatles, all of them. They had their moments with reggae. Because remember, in the late 50s, early 60s, when Jamaicans were leaving before independence in 62 or after, they were all going to England, and they took their culture with them. They took their music, the sound system, everything that they were doing. They took, what they call them, the Windrush family or something like that? Movement, right? That big ship. There was in those days, they traveled by ship. And their ship, if it was 2,000 or whatever the capacity was, they all went. And in those days, Jamaica was still a part of the British Empire before Jamaica became independent. So all you need was just a ticket, and it was Grace Kennedy that, you know, the food company, Grace Kennedy, and they branch out into everything now. Everything the Grace is in, from food into telecommunication, just name it. Money transfer. Grace Kennedy, they've been around, as you know, it's a British company. So they were the one that were running the passenger ship from Jamaica to England. You buy a ticket, and it's good if you have somebody in England to receive you. That's all you needed back then, because remember, Jamaica was still a part of the British Empire. So a lot of Jamaicans, so all these musicians from the Beatles to Mick Jagger and all of them, once you came out of anywhere in England, Ireland, anywhere, Scotland, anywhere, you have been introduced to reggae. So Sting, if you read his story, he used to go to all these Jamaican clubs and the dances. So they were well indoctrinated. So don't make him fool you. You think say you hear these pop songs now. Them man, they have reggae experience. And I think there's something special with him and Shaggy. In terms of musically, because like even me in my profession, radio, whatever, you do have some people that you just cling to. You like the vibe. You like my selector over here, TC, there's something. My producer, we just have a nice little relationship. Always on the same on the same page. So Shaggy and Sting just have a thing. And what I like with that relationship, when Sting say, "Hey Shaggy, I'm doing something, you wanna come?" Shaggy gone. Shaggy not waste no time. If Sting say, "Hey, I'm gonna serenade Queen Elizabeth, you wanna come?" You know, we have seen that clip before. And the reverse. If Shaggy is doing something and he wants Sting to participate, Sting put all that fame and everything aside and say, "Yo, I'm going to support my youth Shaggy." Shaggy was doing that fundraising for the hospital in Jamaica. Sting was there. Shaggy go, whatever, Sting was there. Wherever they did a good album, they won a Grammy Award for the album. And now they are back. And what I like with this, Sting did not pretend to speak patois or Jamaican patois. Him just do the thing like in the song him say, "Yeah, my youth Shaggy has some tunes." Some tunes. Him or boss or whatever. I like that because there's no pretension there. You know, you have some people are coming, some non-Jamaican, and nothing more offensive to me than when you try. Just come natural. No. Me know you're not Jamaican. Me know you don't speak patois. Don't even try it. You know. So congratulations to Shaggy. And the song is all over the place. Number one, not just on the Foundation Radio Network, top 30. It's number one on all the downloading sites from Google and Spotify and all of them. Amazon, all of them. Number one all over. It's a very good song. And it's not the watered down reggae song that you would expect. This is real hardcore dancehall rhythm. So we're gonna show the video now of this. The new number one, it took them 34 years for this to happen. Here it is.
Fresh from England, English teacher, man called Sting, Mr. Bombastic, man called Shaggy, so calm, funky, all the power, shut your ass.
This one is brutal boy. It's come to think call. We have dropped them on the iTunes wallet. Big Sona, Batona, Big Sona, Batona, Sting.
When my sound play big tunes, light is in the air, the vibes up in the street, and that's just how it feels when reggae music plays. Can't help but move your feet, pull up the vibe 'cause the music is sweet, yeah. Shaggy got lyrics to spin on this beat, yeah.
Select a play the big tune, you feel me? Right back till the morning, hey. Turn up the music, make me rock and come in. Right back till the morning. Well, crowd of people full up the place and sound string up now the lawn. Dance catch a fire when the big tune turn on. Some push up them lighters, some sound the ear on. Dollar bill it off a flick, money pull up off it one. Make you turn up that tune, you just see me. And the pretty girl them run up on a ball of fish again. Some take up the microphone and big up every crew and passe. Latch up no sting and come sing out for way.
When my sound play big tunes, light is in the air, your vibes up in the street, and that's just how it feels when
You see how natural Sting appeared on this in this video. When it was Shaggy time to rap, he went back, just like everybody else. He doesn't have that ego that you would think someone as powerful, rich, and all of that. These people are musicians. Music comes first. Why do you think Stevie Wonder and Paul McCartney and Bruce Springsteen and all those guys still work? You think they need the money? No. But it's music. If I invite Paul McCartney up here right now and see a guitar and jump on it and say, hey, you want me to play? That's because they are musicians. Bob Dylan, they are musicians. Mick Jagger and Rolling Stone, they are musicians. That's what they do. That's what they love to do. Heck, they make a lot of money, but the money is not the thing. Just like Bob Marley said, yeah, I know money will come, but we don't do this for no money. I do it for money. And you can tell the difference between an artist that is doing it for the love of it and doing it for money. Because certain things they're not gonna go with if money not involved. And anyhow, so congratulations to Sting and Shaggy, the new number one. And when a song enters number one after 2 weeks on the chart, the typical trend is for it to spend 2-3 weeks and drop off. I've seen it where some of them stay all 5, 7, 8 weeks. So we'll see what happens to this one. But the new number one is definitely Shaggy and Sting till the morning. And before I get away from the chart, I want to welcome, we do the top 30 chart every Friday on the Foundation Radio Network. And I want to welcome WSTX, St. Croix, the Virgin Islands. They are now joined the family of stations that will be carrying the countdown. With WSTX, they will do it on Monday morning from 9 to 10 with Ras Isaiah. And I was talking to Ras Isaiah last night, and I said, when you say St. Croix, I've not been in that era, so the station just covers St. Croix? He said, no. All of the Virgin Islands, because they are like 15 minutes away from each other. I said, really? Yeah, I see all of them. That one powerful station, so, but the station is based. It's a St. Thomas and this one and that one. So we want, if you're in that area, you tune in Mondays at 9 o'clock. It's 100.3 FM and it's WSTX with Ras Isaiah. And you'll hear all 30 songs. You know, I give each song like 90 seconds. Okay, you only have one hour to do 30 songs. So, another thing to talk about, and I know you've been watching, Flexx for a while, and you've been seeing commercials and reminders that on Sunday, March 30th, it will be the 42nd presentation of the IRAMA Awards. There you go, see? And it will be at the Coral Springs Center for the Arts. You know something? Last year this time, on the 17th, I had a show at the same place. I had a show, the big giveaway, whatever I call it, with a whole lot of artists, with Michael Rose and Little John and Tanto Metro and a whole bunch of them. Just a year ago. This is a nice place to have this award. And it's gonna be on Sunday, so it would be not this Sunday, but the following Sunday that they're gonna have the 42nd. And I remember the first one. I was invited to it. I didn't go. I used to do shows in Chicago. It started out in Chicago, and we used to do shows there, and it was just so sudden. But one thing I can tell you with this show coming up, if you are anywhere out of the area, you can see it pay-per-view. You just have to go to caribflex.com and you get all the details. So, not because you're not in Coral Springs or somewhere here in Florida, even if you're in Tampa or Orlando, you don't have to come all the way down to mingle with the stars and walk the red carpet. You can do pay-per-view. Right? So when you see the ads and they're talking about pay-per-view, take the information. And I have to say congratulations to some of the nominees. The show will be hosted by Olivia Samuels. I can just imagine, Olivia is just gonna mash up the crowd, just have you rolling on the floor. That's not the intention, Olivia. The intention is to host the show, keep order on the stage. But Oliver is that kind of person. Him not even open his mouth. For you see me, you want to laugh. For you see this brother, you just want to laugh. Let's go back to the nominees of the nominees for the honorees. We're talking, from what I can see from here, Everton Blender will be honored. Adley Rollin, Joanna Marie, Wayne Wonder, that's good. Consul General Olivia Mayer. And we talked about him earlier, DJ Khalid, he will be honored also. And some of the performers, we could go to the performer side now. You gotta be getting performances from Richie Stevens, who is on a high right now. After that performance and the Love and Harmony cruise, Richie's on a high. Also will be performing is that Everton Blender. Nigel Boy will be performing. And I noticed with Nigel Boy, I was talking to one of his producers on the ship, on the cruise, that had a song with Nigel Boy, and I was telling him the song is doing well. And he said, yeah, Clinton man, but man, this guy's recording, everybody's recording for everybody now. And I'm like, he's the hottest new thing on the dancehall scene. Every producer's gonna want to have a piece of him. You say, yeah, man, but he's killing my tune, man. And I'm like, hey, you know, that's how it goes. When you're hot, you strike the hammer. Because when all of the camera and everybody gone and you know, no producer now run you down, you know, you gotta wish you had done more songs. Like Dabby Dabso, every time I talk to Dabby, may his soul rest in peace. Every time I talk to Dabby, he would tell me how in those days while he was recording in the 60s, he was a representative for the cigarette company in Jamaica. What's name again? Cravenay. Cravenay. The company that made Cravenay and Careers? Yes. He was a representative and he was traveling the entire Caribbean. As he comes from one, he has to go back because he was like a sales representative for Cravenay. And because of that, there weren't many studios in Jamaica at the time, maybe 4 the most. So he had problem getting studio time. When he comes home for 2 weeks before he goes back to another island, he would have problem getting studio time. So he didn't record as much as he wanted to. And that was one of his regrets. Talk about it all the time. Because I'm like, yo, Dabby, how come, like, seems to me I'm losing you and loving Papa. When the tune them there, well, you know, and then he come back and then we do that wonderful sound and him gone again. So he never had a big catalog of songs back in those days. Because, like he said, he was always going out in the Caribbean to represent the cigarette company. So you don't want a Niger boy to be like that, where the producers are coming. And he's gonna say, no, me already have one tune. Especially them fresh like him. No, that's not gonna happen. You think of any artist that when they first broke, they just need one song to break, like he had last year with Continent of Girl or something like that. Continent. After that song broke, you know, just like every producer come now with their latest rhythms, just to get him to voice on it. So when this producer was complaining to me, I'm like, yeah, he's young, you know, he's gotta make the best of it right now while he's hot. So he's gonna be on the show, the IRAMA Awards, on Sunday, March 30th. I know I'm gonna be in the house, and I don't know what role I'm gonna play. I really don't want to play any role other than to sit down and enjoy the show. That's all I want to do. But knowing what I know, hey, you have anything for me to do that night?
Maybe a presenter.
Maybe a presenter. That's still work, brethren. See what I'm saying?
Just handing out something.
Yeah, man, that's work still. I would just like to come and sit up all the way in the balcony that nobody sees me up there. But I know it's not gonna be possible. I'm gonna, you know, they're gonna have me do something, especially from Flexx TV. They're gonna have me do something. I'm not a cameraman, so that's out. I can't do camera. I'm not a good MC. That's out, so I can't do that. But they're gonna find a role for me to play on Sunday, March 30th. Anything else? Oh yeah, I gotta mention something coming up on Sunday. You know, I try to read without my glasses. Read, and it's a reading glasses. So let me utilize it. Okay, here we go. On Sunday, May 11th, from 2 to 10 p.m., it's gonna be at the Sunset Cove Amphitheater in Boca Raton. That's up there, up north. It will be the Art of Music Festival, Art of Music Florida, and it's on Mother's Day, I see here, Sunday, May 11th, and you're gonna have Max Surprise, Tifa, Alison Hines, Second Chance, Kamar Fire, and Third World. So for all the viewers up there in Boca Raton, it will be at the Sunset Cove Amphitheater, and that's located at 20405 Amphitheater Circle in Boca Raton. So that's something to look forward to. See here? When you're talking about Maxi Priest and Third World on the same package. And I like this guy, Kamar Fire. He used to sing in the group. He was the lead singer for Raging Fire, if I'm not mistaken. Raging Fire. So he's now on his own. He's very conscious. One of those young conscious, like a Jesse Royal. He's in the same boat. Dwayne Stevenson. You know, these guys, Protege. That's a new conscious camp. Yeah, you could call it that. They, you know, and they started out with Chronix and Chuck Fender and those guys. So whenever you can go see them, do that. Damian Marley and those young stallions. Go see them. All right, I think we have reached the end of today's program right here on Flexx TV. Reflections with Clinton and Lindsay, Wednesdays from 3 until 4. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in. And Short George and the crew up in Yonkers, spread the word. I'll be back with you next Wednesday, same time, same space, right here on Flexx TV. It's Reflections with Clinton and Lindsay. Have a good weekend.
In the street, and that's just how it feels when reggae music plays. Can't help but move your feet, pull up the vibe cause the music is sweet, yeah. Shaggy got lyrics to spin on this beat, yeah.
Selector play that big tune.
Hi, I'm Amy Flexx with Flexx TV, and I am here to tell you about our pay-per-view service we now offer. Pay-per-view streaming has helped many creators ranging from event promoters, sporting events, and concerts, from all industries to monetize their content.
You may be wondering why choose pay-per-view. Well, I am here to tell you for one. You are in control of how much you can charge your customer per click, if priced right. You can win big with pay-per-view. We also offer on demand, which can be another way to profit from your event.
So, what are you waiting for? Call us at the number below or email us at flexfm@gmail.com and let us help you reach a broader audience globally.
Flexx TV would like to thank you for your continued support. It is greatly appreciated. Flexx TV, your #1 television station.
Attention business owners. Are you ready to maximize your tax deductions and take full advantage of every credit available to you?
Look no further than BMG Tax and Accounting Services, your trusted partner in Tamarack, Florida. With over 35 years of expertise, Nigel Blair is here to handle all your business needs. From bookkeeping to tax preparation, we provide the personalized care and attention your business deserves.
Don't let opportunities slip away. Contact BMG Tax and Accounting Services today. Call 954-289-6005. That's 954-289-6005. BMG Tax and Accounting Services, experience you can trust, results you can count on.
I'm TC Flexx from Flexx TV, and I'm here to let you know of our live streaming services that you can use to enhance your business or special event, such as wedding, bar mitzvah, funeral, repast, live concert, sporting event, pay-per-view event, a divorce party, you name it, we can stream it. Call us now at 954-289-6005.